Hello and welcome to Alchemist Whim. I am Alchemist Jen. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're having a good day. And maybe it'll get better from here. If it's not, who knows? Anything's possible. So today's whim of the day is to talk about the scarflet I've been working on and knitting. I finally finished it and I finished writing the pattern. Next up is weaving in the ends, blocking, and actually formatting and taking photographs and getting the pattern ready to go up for free on my website. Yay, I did the thing! So here we go. Here is the finished scarflet, nice length going on there. And then I'll show you kind of how I'm thinking. Now it's a little, rolly because it needs to be blocked, but that's totally cool. And then just pull one in through the other, and it won't have ends very long because we're going to do that together. And it's just a nice little, cute little whatcha-jig. And then it's really fun to wear on a head. So that length works pretty well for my head at least. And it's just kind of adorable. So what do you think? Not too shabby, not too shabby, really cute. So I had fun with this. I'll be making another one right away so that I can have one for myself. This one is going to rabbit row to be hanging out with the rest of the yarn of this batch, so that people can see it and know that I have this awesome pattern up and ready to go. So weaving in ends, just grab my little needle here, and then we're just going to swoop, swoop, swoop. Swoop, swoop, swoop. Go through. I think that sounds good. Talking to myself because that's what one does. I'm just going to go through some of, I'll show you in just a second, the back stitches along one edge. I think that'll be a nice anchor. So just going through the edges right there. I'll just go for quite a ways. I think it'll do what we want it to do. And it'll be a different color yarn than the rest of it around it, but that's okay. We'll get some nice pull through. And then we'll snip. Always leave a little tail just in case, especially as blocking, if it gets spread out a bit, it'll give it just a little room there to wiggle. I find that works out great. So woven in one side, and now we go to the other. And I'm trying to decide if I like the way I cast this off. Going with it for now, just because I'm not sure how else I want to do it. It doesn't really match the other side in the roundness very well, so I'll probably decide on something else. But I think with the blocking, I think it will balance out a little bit too, so I'm trying to just run with it. I know that edges are going to look different no matter which side it is, so it's the starting edge, the ending edge, so I'm trying not to overthink it and be overcritical. So we'll see how that goes. No one ever does that, ever, right? No one's overcritical. Doesn't happen. Alrighty. And then we're gonna do some stitching, sending this through this side now. And same idea, just write down the run of stitches here, so it's coming through just the back parts of it. You won't see it out front. It's my thought process. Now, and of course back and front is subjective in this type of a thing anyway. Just because of the nature of the stitches and whatnot. And you can have it either way, for sure. Wear it either direction and it's not even a problem. So, going on a couple more stitches. Weave, weave, weave. do. Nice stretch there. And pull the tail. And snip. Alright. And then blocking it will have a lot more curviness to the end of it too, so I think I'll be good with it. And so I have my fancy blocking set, which I've never opened. I'm really telling the truth. So I've pseudo blocked things before, but I've not actually blocked things before. So this is a brilliant test for me. And I know this one especially needs to be blocked. So I have my blocking squares, my blocking grid, and then I also have my fancy steamer. So that's how I'm going to do blocking with this goodness, is steam blocking. So I'll set up the blocks. This is going to take probably at least 2. So I'll stick them together, use T-pins. I'll just show you the top part probably. Well, of course, it's a taped shut. It is. So blocking, I think with this one is a necessity. Even after washing it, it would need to be stretched out. So you can do it. Blocking is one of those things you can do a couple ways. I'm choosing to do the steam option, but you can also just give it a little wash with some water, and sometimes people will use soap and a little soapiness with the water too. Do a nice hand wash while you're going. So it just depends on how you want to do it. So I'm going to start pinning, and I'm just stretching it, not overly, but just opening it up. It's like a flower. It is blooming. And that way it's gonna just be a little flatter. That'll take a little stress off the stitches, which is brilliant. Let them unfurl a bit, and I think that'll be really fun. So here we go. I don't have any water yet in my steamer, so I'm just pinning, just so you know, so you're not expecting me to jump out and just go bam, bam, bam. It's like a gun. It's like pew, pew, pew. And I said laser gun. I don't know why I go that direction, but I usually go spacey when I think of that type of thing. Just a thing I do. It's my brain does. And I'm cool with that. I think that's more fun than actual anything like that. Alright. This is gonna look cool. Very excited for you to see it when she's done. See how the difference between not blocked and blocked, which I probably should pause and take a photo of that, but I also just make another one. It's tough. It's tough. I'm also like, I've come too far. Done too much, and it is documented in this video, so that still counts, right? I realized yesterday when I went to take stuff to little button craft in the shop there, that I was going to show the completed octopus that I did, and then I realized that I'd only showed it on here and not actually done a photograph. So I took it to the woods today. Yes, I took my octopus to the woods and took some photos. So we did some photography in the woods. Because I don't know, that's like one of my favorite places to take pictures. So it just is. It's fun. I like hanging out in the woods. I have really nice woods around here too, so. I went down in the creek bed. Took some photos on some rocks and logs that have been there for a long time. You can definitely tell they had a story. Alright. You can see how wide I'm going consistently, so it's the nice thing about having a grid on here is you can see where you're stretching it and lining that part up. Make sure it's a consistent thing because there's definitely the same amount of stitches for the whole run. That's the thing I like about this is that it's a quick knit, but it also like is just really just simple and zenful at the same time. It's very there's no surprises to it. It's just kind of comforting and easy, and it's obviously wicked cute when it's done. So I think that's a huge bonus. Definitely looking forward to making another one so I can wear it. Alright, I just need a little bit of one extra block to get that final distance in there. I like these because they just kind of stick together. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And T-pins are easy. I know there's different types of pin setups you can do, so probably look into that. Since I'll be blocking more, obviously, making more things together with you. Glad you're here so I can make more things for you. And making things is fun. Alright, let's see how the whole thing looks. Get some curve through the blocking on the top too, and that way I think it'll match a little bit better. It feels flat, but I think it just is difference in its different in how it presences, and I don't think that's a bad thing. So I'm just figuring out as I go, making stuff up as one does. Stretchy, stretchy. One more pin, and I'll show you. Alright, so here you go. There she be. How cool is that? That's a good shot too. Might as well go that way because that's kind of fun. So, ready to block, ready to rock, and just basically use the steamer and then we're good to go. So, yay! Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me on this journey to make this scarflet. Again, I'll show you more as I make the next one. Probably give you some insights about what I change. I might not change a lot. I think I think it's pretty solid. I might just change the way the end is. I don't know. Maybe anything. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just keep it. Anyway, thanks for being here. We'll see where the whim takes us tomorrow. Toodaloo.